May I be free from enmity and danger. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May I take care of myself happily. May my parents, teachers, relatives, and friends, fellow Dhammafarers, be free from enmity and danger. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. May all yogis in this compound be free from enmity and danger. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. May all monks in this compound, novice monks, laymen and laywomen disciples, be free from enmity and danger. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. May our donors of the four supports be free from enmity and danger. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. May our guardian devas in this monastery, in this dwelling, in this compound, may the guardian devas be free from enmity and danger. Be free from mental suffering. Be free from physical suffering. May they take care of themselves happily. May all beings, all breathing things,
Buddharakkhita, Buddharakkhita, Sangananda, and Lakhana, Buddhi Lakhana. Yeah, please come tomorrow. You light the candle. Yes, you light the candle.
We will keep for one guest coming from later.
ऐसा वाला जो एम्पलीफायर में लगाया
बस है ना Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagavan Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivade Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namas
Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho sangham Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Yete peso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho Vijacharana sampanno sugato lokavido Anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi Satha deva manusanam buddho bhagavati Namo tassa samma sambuddhassa Swakato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko Yehi pasiko panaiko pachatang veditabo vinyo hiti Namo tassa niyanika sadhammasa Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Vajapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samicipatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yogani Atta purisa puggala Yesa bhagavato savaka sangho Avaneyo pavaneyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anutarang punyakhetang lokasati Namo tassa atta ariya puggala mahasanghasa Evang buddhang sarantanang dhammang sanghang ca bhikkhavo Bhayang vacham vitatang va lomahang sonahesati Ghanasara paditena dipena tamadhangsina Tiloka dipang sambuddhang pujayami tamonudang Gandha sambharayotena dhupena hang sugandhina Pujaye pujaniyantang puja bhajanamuttamang Vannagandha gunopetang etang kusuma santating Pujayami munindasa siripada sarurhe Pujami buddhang kusumena nena Punyena metena cahotu mokkang Popang milayati yataye dhamme Kayo tathayati vinasa bhavang Nirodha samapatito vutayitva Bhagavato arahat โตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะเยมินาดิเปนะโดเปนะโปเปนะปุเจมิปุเจมิปุเจมิเยมังดิปะโดปะปุปะปุจาเดนามะสักกะสังบุทธานังปัจเจกบุทธานังอากัสสาวกานังมหาสาวกานังอรหันตานังปกติสิลังอังปิเตสังอนุวัตโกโหมิเยมานิปุปปานิวันเนนาปิสุวันนังกันเดนะปิสุกันดังสังฆาเนนะปิสุสังฆานังเคปเมวะโดบันหังโดกันดังโดสังฆานังปาปุนิสติเยวะเมวะสัพเพสังขาราอนิจจาสัพเพสังขาราทุกขาสัพเพธัมมาอนัตติเยมายะธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปตติยาบุตตะโคเจมิเยมายะธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปตติยาธัมมังโคเจมิเยมายะธัมมานุธัมมปฏิปตติยาสังฆังโคเจมิวันดามิเจติยังสัพพังสัพพทาเนสุปฏิเจตังสาริริกธาตุมหาบุติบุทธรูปังสักกะลังสดายัสสะมุเลนิสินโนวะสัพพะเรวิจยังอกาปัตโตสัพพัญญุตังสัทธาวันเดตังโบธิปาดปังยิเมเยเตมหาบุติโลกนาเทนะปุจิตังอหังปิเตนะมัสสามิบุธิราจานะเตเยเมนะปุญญาคัมเมนะมาเมบาลสมากโมสัตังสมากโมโหตุยาวานิบานาปัตติยาเยดังเมปุญญาคัมมังอาสวะขยังวังโอตุสัพพทุกขาปโมจจตุนิบานัสสะปัจจโยโหตุสาธุสาธุสาธุ
Namo tassa bhagavato varahato samma sambuddhassa. First of all, I pay homage to the triple gem, Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha, and our Bada Bhanteji, Acharya Buddharakkhita Bhante. Today is SMARANANJALI, and our Kasapa Bhanteji, and all Bhikkhu Sangha, those who are present here, and all the Samnera Bhantes, Anagarika Bhantes, and all the Upaskas, to welcome this program. So today, and also our guest Upasaka M. Kotres, registered by Sanskrit University from Karnataka, and also from online, those who have joined. To all of you, I welcome this program to live work and legacy of most venerable Dr. Acharya Buddharakkhita, the founder president of Mahabodhi Society, Bangalore, and the sister organizations. So today, 22nd September, is the timing now have started. So we will so now I will thank you this much by telling I will give to Bhanteji.
देखो ये वो लाइट लगाओ ना, बहुत डार्क आ रहा है. जब ये प्रेजेंटेशन रहेगा तब तो ऑफ करना पड़ेगा, मगर वहां बात करते समय
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Silavanto gunavanto panyavanto me acharyo karunaya dhammam desesi karvena namasana. Homage to the Blessed One, homage to the Perfect One, the Supremely Awakened One, homage to the noble teachings, the Dhamma, and homage to the holy order of monks, the Sangha, starting from the Blessed One's chief disciples, its great disciples, down to the line of Bhanteji. I pay my humble salutation, grateful Shraddhanjali, deep veneration at the holy feet of our great teacher, beloved teacher, most venerable Dr. Acharya Buddharakkhita Mahathera. Today is his 8th anniversary day, as we are observing the SMARANANJALI of our great master, his life and his work and legacy. Bhante used to say, his greatest fortune and for him to be a Buddha Dasa. For him, he don't aspire to be a god, to be a Brahma, or to be an Indra, or to be a great emperor. Among all these things, for him, the greatest fortune and blessings to serve the Buddha Sasana. And he chose to be a humble servant at the holy feet of the Master. That is how the Bhanteji's life is enlightening saga. Is not a story, is not a history either. It is a living legacy. The more we see his life, we don't need any other book to study. Bhanteji himself is an epitome of universal love, compassion, wisdom, virtue, and kindness. And on top of that, a very compassionate, enlightening Dhamma Master. He has surrendered his entire life for spreading the Buddha Sasana, for the revival of Buddha Dhamma at a time when Buddha Dhamma was in decline in India. Bhante, from starting from 1 monk to 5, 10, hundreds and thousands, starting from a small, humble beginning with 30 rupees in hand in 1956 with a Bodhi sapling, Bhante planted the hope of enlightenment in this great land. Here, the Dhamma, the flower of lotus, the flower of Dhamma blossomed in this land. Just like the lotus flower born in muddy water and grows and shines forth radiantly. Similarly, the Bodhi, the light of enlightenment, Bhante, illuminated from this very land where we are standing now. I would just like to quote Bhante's one of the sayings. He says, "Better to light a candle than curse darkness, to light the candle of knowledge, to dispel the darkness of ignorance, endeavor to serve." That means Bhante has lightened up this light of knowledge among all of us. And when this light arose and all the ignorances, all the darkness dispels. He said, you don't have to curse the darkness, just light a candle, light a lamp. Then all the gloom, all the fear, all the suffering that will disappear. The Dhamma is the light. Time and again, Bhante reminded us to make our life just like a tree of enlightenment, where the fruit of freedom, it will bear the fruit of freedom. As this day we are observing the 8th SMARANANJALI day, we all have gathered here to pay our respectful gratitude at the holy of our great teacher. So also all the monastic disciples and also the lay disciples who have had great fortune to meet Bhante, to see, to take his blessings and to live under him. They are truly very blessed. Hundreds and thousands of people have got the meaning and purposes in their life. They found a new dimension. For a lost traveler, he found a new path. For a suffering burdened people, they found the solace and satisfaction from Bhante. From a very person, they found a true traveler, a true guide, a counselor in the path of Dharma. So truly, Bhante is the very embodiment of virtue, embodiment of wisdom, compassion, truthfulness, determination, and a very tough disciplinarian indeed. So without taking much time, this is a brief introduction. I just gave the theme of Bhante. There is enough to say, but words are not sufficient to express Bhanteji's life. As I said, from 1949 till 2013, 64 years of service, 65th this year. And we have enough to study and research on that. So Bhante has initiated this research center, Mahabodhi Research Center. So now we will discuss about Bhanteji's life. His life, as I said, is an enlightening book, and his work, Dhammadutta work, what he has done to India, from one center to 15 centers, from few monks to hundreds and thousands of monks, and the Dhamma publications and this hospital dana service, humanitarian service, setting up educational institutions, and many more activities. So I open up this session for our monks, our venerable monks, to discuss and to present their papers. So with this small introduction, I will conclude this thing and I pass on to Venerable Bhante Panyaloka, who will be the moderator for today's session. Listening to this seminar.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. My homage to the Triple Gem Bhanteji and Bhikkhu Sangha. Thank you very much, Buddhadatta Bhanteji, for giving me this opportunity to be the moderator of this session. I am Bhante Panyaloka, the moderator of today's session of presentation. I have nothing much more to say about this program. Already our Bhanteji, Buddhadatta Bhanteji had explained and gave introduction in details. So without delaying much more time, I would like to start straight away the program. Today's in this presentation session, there will be 5 Venerable Bhante Kumara Bhante, Venerable Bhikkhu Dhammadatta Bhante, and Venerable Bhikkhu Bodhicitta Bhante, and Venerable Bhikkhu Dhammindo Bhante, and Venerable Bhikkhu Badya Bhanteji. After each presentation, there will be question and answer session. So I would like to congratulate all the presentation, those who are going to present the paper, and please maintain the time limit. Thank you. Now I would like to request Most Venerable Bhikkhu Kumara Bhanteji to present his paper. Oh, I welcome Professor M. Kotris to our this seminar, this session. Thank you. Please. लाइट एक लाइट ऑफ कर सकता है या दो लाइट घंटे को देखते समय किसको दिखाएगा
नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा sambuddhassa. First of all, homage to the Bhanteji and Kasaba Bhanteji and Mahabodhi Bhikkhu Sangha and my dear Samira and Anagarika, most guest honorable our Sanskrit University and our today seminar life work and legacy of Venerable Dr. Acharya Buddharakkhita, occasion of 8th SMARANANJALI Day. My topic is established of Mahabodhi and its branch. Means Mahabodhi when established and how many branches that I will explain it. My name is Bhikkhu Kumara. Introductions. Mahabodhi Society and mean first Mahabodhi Society, the Colombo was found in 1891, but its office were moved to the Kolkata the following years. One of its primary aim was the restorations of the Mahabodhi temple at Buddha the chief of 4 ancient holy sites of Buddhist control. Anagarika Dhammapala initiated the law against the Brahmin priest who had the control of the site for countries. After protested the struggle, his was success with the restoration of the site, management of Mahabodhi Society in established in several countries, most significantly in India, Sri Lanka, United States branches found, and there is also a Mahabodhi Society of Bangalore. This found by Acharya Buddharakkhita 1956, which is as the Mahabodhi Society, not the same of the Mahabodhi Society of India or Sri Lanka. The next, Mahabodhi Society Bangalore. Mahabodhi Society Bangalore was founded in 1956 by the most venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita. The object of the society is to put into the practice and teach the most sacred or programming teaching of Buddha. The society has been actively engaged in the rings various spiritual and humanity service in keep with the visions of the found most venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita. Today's society is expand its activities in different parts of India, abroad with a message of compassion and unconditional love. Even it is the physical absent, the most Venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita Bhanteji is dynamic force behind all the welfare service of society. Through what is lived in practice, touch, and give example, the society has established monastery for monks and nuns, meditation centers, hospitals, old age home, educational institute, and published over 300 books, Dhamma books, and benefits thousands of people around in the world. This is Mahabodhi Society is Bangalore running program, Mahabodhi Monastery Institute, Mahabodhi Meditation Center, Mahabodhi Academic Studies, Mahabodhi Maitri Mandala, Mahabodhi Hospital and Medical Assistance, Mahabodhi Dayaka Mandali, Sunday Discourse, Dhammadhana programs, Mahabodhi publications, Mahabodhi Dhammaduta, monks traveling, and Mahabodhi branches. Now I explain the Mahabodhi branches. We have Mahabodhi branches is total 17. Main branch is Mahabodhi Society Bangalore, head office, Mahabodhi Meditation Centers, Allur in Dhammaduta Vihara, Mahabodhi Mysore, Mahabodhi Hyderabad, Mahabodhi Dayan, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Namsite, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Nongtao, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Devamali, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Kanubari, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Chijing Chora, Tripura, Mahabodhi Suknachari, Tripura, Mahabodhi Navin Chora, Tripura, Mahabodhi Meditation and Cultural Center, Buddhagaya, Vihar, Mahabodhi KGF, Karnataka, Mahabodhi Lumbini Vihara, Karnataka, Mahabodhi Ketuhali, Prakritik Vihara, Karnataka. This is all the 17 branches. Mahabodhi branches is international 17. Mahabodhi main branch is Mahabodhi Society head office, Mahabodhi Meditation Center, Allur in Dhammaduta Vihara Center, Mahabodhi Mysore, Mahabodhi Hyderabad, Belgium, Mahabodhi Dayan, Arunachal Pradesh, charitable Mahabodhi Namsite, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Nongtao, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Tawang branch, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Devamali, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Tripura is Arunachal Pradesh, Delhi, Mahabodhi Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Mahabodhi Suknachari, Tripura, and Mahabodhi one branch, Tripura, etc. We have this is the Mahabodhi Meditation and Cultural Centers, Mahabodhi Society, Bangalore, Mahabodhi KGS, Karnataka, Mahabodhi Lumbini Vihara, Karnataka, Mahabodhi Society Ketuhali, Prakritik Vihara, Meditation Center, Karnataka. It was the all the 17 branches. Mahabodhi branches is international 17. Mahabodhi main branch Society head office, foundation is 2008. This is purpose of our meditation. Mahabodhi Mysore, Mahabodhi Hyderabad, Belgium, Mahabodhi Mysore, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Namsite, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Nongtao, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Devamali, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Tripura is Arunachal Pradesh, Delhi, Mahabodhi Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Mahabodhi Suknachari, Tripura, and Mahabodhi one branch, Tripura. We have this is Mahabodhi Meditation and Cultural Centers, Mahabodhi Society, Bangalore, Mahabodhi KGS, Karnataka, Mahabodhi Lumbini Vihara, Karnataka, Mahabodhi Ketuhali, Prakritik Vihara, Karnataka. Telangana. It was the 17 branches. Mahabodhi branches is international 17. Main branch Hyderabad foundation is 2008. This is purpose of our meditation. Mahabodhi Mysore, Mahabodhi Hyderabad, Belgium, Mahabodhi Mysore, Arunachal Pradesh, charitable Mahabodhi Namsite, Mahabodhi Nongtao, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Tawang, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Devamali, Arunachal Pradesh, Mahabodhi Tripura is Arunachal Pradesh, Delhi, Mahabodhi Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Mahabodhi Suknachari, Tripura, and Mahabodhi one branch, Tripura. We have Lumbini Vihara, this is also cultural centers, Mahabodhi Society, Mahabodhi KGS, Karnataka, Mahabodhi Lumbini Vihara, Karnataka, Mahabodhi Ketuhali, Mysore, Karnataka. Telangana. It was the 17 branches. Mahabodhi branches is international main branch Hyderabad, foundation is 2008. Mahabodhi Society. This is purpose of our meditation. Mahabodhi Mysore, Mahabodhi Hyderabad, Belgium, Mahabodhi Mysore. Charite Boli Mysore Nam Sai Select Model Mahabodhi Mahabodhi Savi Asuka Vidya Tripura is Arunachal Pradesh, Delhi, Uttarakhand Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Mahabala, Odisha, Tripura, this is Lumbini Vihara. This is Mahabodhi Karnataka, Mahabodhi Vihara, our meditation Mysore. Tripura is Mahabodhi Nautham, skill development, Lumbini Vihara, this is Nobel project in 7 December 2013 Nobel project in 2018 January 2017 foundation is Mahabodhi meditation and okay. Bhanteji, this is Bhanteji's short live name. Acharya Buddharakkhita, date of birth and parents' name and ordinations from 12/5 to 1949 to 12/5 20 September 2013. Means Bhanteji worked for Buddha Sasana in 64 years. This year also 55 years. Okay, conclusions. Venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita main object is putting the Sila Samadhi Panya. Buhujana Hitaya, Buhujana Sukhaya. Means for the happiness of the many, for the welfare of the many. Okay, thank you for listening and watching. Okay. Okay, because I have no time for explaining.
Thank you very much.
Any questions?
Thank you very much, Kumaravan. Yes, okay, any questions? You can ask any questions regarding this presentation.
I think there is no questions. Everyone clear.
Everyone
If it clear, say sadhu. Okay.
Yes.
Sa
Okay, thank you very much, Venerable Kumara Bhanteji, for your nice presentation. Without delaying much time, I like to request the next Venerable Bhikkhu Dhammadatta to give his presentation. Please try to maintain the time limit, only 10 minutes your presentation and 5 minutes for question and answer.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Triple Gem, homage to the feet of Bhanteji, and homage to the Bhikkhu Sangha, and good morning to everyone. So today on this occasion of seminar on life, work and legacy of Bhanteji, Venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita. So today's my topic is humanitarian service rendered by Bhanteji, compassion in action. So I'm Dhammadatta. So I'm presenting you on the humanitarian service rendered by Bhanteji. So I will cover some points here like Mahabodhi Matri Mandala, Hospital Dana Service, Mahabodhi Ban and Casualty Center, Sakalawara Anekal Program, Mahabodhi Artificial Limb Center, Mahabodhi Arogya Hospital, Mahabodhi Medical Assistant and Relief Program, Mahabodhi Karuna Charitable Medical Center, Dhayur. So, Mahabodhi Society Bangalore was established by Bhanteji, most Venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita in 1956, and since then the society has been serving through the spiritual, educational, medical and humanitarian service to the needy people. In 1959, he founded Mahabodhi Matri Mandala, devoted to the humanitarian service in the field of medical and educational service. Under this organization, to the poor students by giving them free education and hostel facilities are conducted. Many camps for leprosy patients, eye donation for the blind people, cancer patient service are being conducted in different parts of India. Hospital Dana Service. Hospital Dana Service started by Bhanteji way back in 1956. Once when Bhanteji was sick with the stomach trouble, he went to Victoria Hospital where he saw many poor patients and he thought to do something. Then he started Hospital Dana Service by distributing fruits and buns. It is one of the earliest program of Mahabodhi Society. So you can see in this picture, Bhanteji giving fruits to the patients and giving blessing to patients. So Hospital Dana Service is one of the programs that close to Bhanteji and as well it touched to life of many needy people. Even today, the Hospital Dana Service practice with joy to demonstrate compassion in action. Every full moon days and other special occasions like Buddha Jayanti, Dhammapada Festival, so on, our monks and lay devotees visiting Mahabodhi Ban Center, Victoria Hospital, Kidway Center, Kidway Cancer Hospital, and other hospitals to distribute eatable foods and fruits to the patient. Not only giving eatable foods, but also chanting prayers and giving blessing to patient and their relatives for happiness and well-being. So you can see some picture here. The distribution of fruits, and prayer, chanting, and blessing. The next, the Mahabodhi Burn and Casualty Center. One day the Bharavante saw the young woman burn and crying. There was no adequate facilities for burn patients. He was determined to build a burn hospital, so he collected donations from people as small as 5 pesos. That is how Mahabodhi Burn and Casualty Center came up in 1969. Mahabodhi Burns and Casualty Center is dedicated to the service of burns patients, which is one of the biggest in India. Today, it treats hundreds of burn patients. It is located in Victoria Hospital complex in the heart of Bangalore city, and it is managed by the government of Karnataka. The monks and lay devotees of Mahabodhi Society visit hospital every month and distribute fruits and buns to the patient and provide counseling to the patient and their relatives. So this picture, the building of picture is the Mahabodhi Burn Center, and the below one is the Bhante giving blessing to the patients. Then Sakalavara Anekal program. Bharavante idea of social engagement and were based on compassion and loving kindness to the sentient beings. He had never ignored the suffering people even when he met them by chance. In 1964, he founded a moral rural hospital at the Sakalavara Anekal Taluk for the training medical personnel for rural services. So you can see some picture here at the Anekal program. Mahabodhi Artificial Limb Center. Once Bharavante saw poor disabled people without proper limbs, he started to donate artificial limbs to disabled people. And in 1971, he established Mahabodhi Artificial Limb Center behind Lalbagh Garden. This medical mission is continued even now as the new hospital, Mahabodhi Karuna Medical Center, running free hospital and medical care to the needy people. Today, with modern technology, 3D prints of limb are made and offered. Medical camps and student health program run under this center. So here are some pictures. You can see the Bharavante distributing limbs to the child and wheelchairs, distributing wheelchairs also. Then Mahabodhi Arogya Hospital. Whenever Acharya Buddharakkhita was determined to build a hospital with the concept of holistic medicine in Jayanagar, Bangalore, he built Mahabodhi Arogya Hospital, which served countless people. Now it named as True Life Mahabodhi Hospital. During the urgent need of COVID beds, Mahabodhi jumped to support the needy and provide space for COVID patients. The hospital is running successfully, serving the needy and poor. So here you can see the two buildings. So this is the Mahabodhi Arogya Hospital. Now it's named as a Tulip Mahabodhi Hospital. True Life Mahabodhi Hospital. Mahabodhi Medical Assistance and Relief Program. Mahabodhi has supported many people receive medical support during the natural disaster or difficult time. Mahabodhi always does its best to help as many people as possible. Due to coronavirus crisis, thousands of people are getting relief materials through Mahabodhi Society, Bangalore and its 15 branches. In the year of 2020, there was 84 COVID relief Seva program were conducted. We have conducted 150 COVID relief Seva program so far in this year 2021. So here are some pictures where the COVID reliefs are done. Mahabodhi Karuna Charitable Medical Center, Dhayun. Dhayun is one of the remote area of Arunachal Pradesh, and the proper hospital care is very difficult to get at that area. Even for small sickness, poor people had to hire taxi and travel 3 hours to Tinsukia. Therefore, Mahabodhi Karuna Medical Center was started in 2014. Since then, thousands of people were getting treatment, and it is open 24 hours, 365 days. The minor operations and child deliveries and also conducted. So this much is there, and the sources of this my topic is from Buddha Dasa, and at the lotus feet of Bhanteji, Satanjali, Mahabodhi Society annual reports, and the website of Mahabodhi, www.mahabodhi.info. So if you want to know more details, you can go to these books and the website. So lastly, thank you. I deeply grateful to Bhante Buddharatta and all the Bhantejis here to giving this chance. And thank you all for listening with patience. May all beings be happy. So, if you have any question, you can ask. Okay, no question. So we thank you all. Sadhu, sadhu. And we continue. Give this.
Okay, there is a question that I'd like to request my name is Bhanteji to
called Samrat Asoka, one to Sila Asana. This is about Emperor Asoka, his inscription is rock-headed. The request was sent for press to release this book. Very concerned with this to release in your hand this wonderful Kannada book, which is entitled Samrat Asoka Sila Sasana Garu.
कैमरा इसका पीठ दिख रहा है
Ramadana reached to more and more people in Karnataka and elsewhere, and it is very preserved with Bhagavad and all Secretary may request to give your address. This is your first visit. Chief guest address. I invite you to please come.
morning
Society.
Samrat Asoka Bhanteji Shila Shasana. Especially the dedication of SMARANANJALI, remembrance of the Bhanteji and who are gathering on the areas. The great Acharya Buddhist monks, especially this is the historical step of my life. The first time I visited this society, myself inspired to see the discipline, entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs, especially Bhikkhu Buddharakkhita before 5 to 8 days. As a request to me, please come once. We are conducting one of the national seminar. I heartedly organized that request and came here today. So really, I am very inspired and enthusiasm myself to see this the very wonderful country. I think across the country who have come from, I think some Ladakh, Arunachal Pradesh, to the first presenter after my coming, the really very wonderful There's one paper, research paper, elaborate how to establish Mahabodhi society and its different branches across the country, even not in only our country, even USA and other Belgium, Germany, and etc. Really, I am one of the Buddha follower because I read the properly Buddha's some books. So especially my favorite king, that is Ashoka. Today, I don't know, this is, I am wondering, just showing that book, you release this one book, I am inspiring, I am shocking. Because many things I wrote, I wrote many articles about the Buddharakkhita again, Krishna Devaraya, and I have given many speeches about that. But whenever I will go, the first I remember the great Ashoka. This is the Ashoka's inscriptions. This one really, I don't know what is in this book. The Vaidhi Nandan wrote this book, Samrat Ashoka.
Translation of all the rock edicts of Ashoka.
Across all in Karnataka, I visited all Ashoka inscriptions, places like Brahmagiri, Nitturu, Devolam, Sannati, and Gaurimata, Palkegundu, Maski. So I think I inspired to read the inscription in this broadcast like, and also the included social works. In India, many kings were ruled, but nobody the mentioning, especially social works. The build the tanks for the peoples, the even plantations. Really, I am inspired to see the inscriptions. Ashoka himself, they say, Devanam Priya. Who is Devanam Priya? Somebody's questions, who is Devanam Priya? The Musky inscriptions gives very important information. Who is Devanam Priya? That is the great emperor Ashoka. Devanam Priya. There is not a small word. Heart-touching word, that one. Devanam Priya. That is Ashoka. That is Ashoka's vision after the Kalinga war. Then adopted the Buddhism. Then only he changed. So therefore, I am very happy to release this book today about Ashoka's inscription. I think it is very relevant in Karnataka. This book, if you supply the all libraries in Karnataka, even colleges, high schools, and even PG centers, universities, it is a good source for the further researchers. It is a good source for the further researchers. In Karnataka, I think we are all come from my brothers across the country. I am very happy to see you. It's a small India. Really good one in my life. So, the Ashoka visited in our Bangalore also. but nobody mentioned in their works. When Ashoka was visit Bangalore, nobody mentioned. So Raja, one is a very important site, that is Shatavana, and as well as Buddhist site. Recently, 15 years back, that was excavated from the archaeologists. That is very good one. Even Sannati, my dear all, please visit one Sannati. That is very important Buddhist site in Karnataka. Our honorable director and Pamokaji, we were visited that place. The Ashoka's inscriptions. Presently, that day we read that inscription in front of all. That is inspiring. I think one of the event. So many places were neglected in Karnataka. We must find out, we must excavate, we must light down that inscription and sites. This is essential nowadays. This is my request. Our Mabodhi society and myself, I will help. It is not my help, that is the Buddha's. I am one of the follower. Our Mythic Society is there. That is one of the research center, famous research center. It is in the heart of the city in Bangalore. That is, the Mythic Society was established in 1907. That is the oldest one in Karnataka. Please, in future days, I request Buddha Dattaji, please visit once our Mythic Society, and we will conduct the seminar with financial assistance. Our Mythic Society, I am the vice president of that institution. I request you, and please come. Because this is our priority, this is our important work. So in our Sanskrit University also, we're having nearly 640 Pathashalas in across the Karnataka. 640 Pathashalas and 31 degree colleges and 15 research institutions, different research institutions. I am very proudly say, and also I am very happy to with you, with collaboration of this seminar, that is in collaboration with the Karnataka Samskrita University. I am very proud. This sorry to disturb in the middle way before our scheduled time. To all my respected senior Bhanteji sir and senior monks ji, really I am very happy. I am express another even way. This is really one of the historical event in our Karnataka. I think in coming days you must please release one proceedings about our this is national seminar, sir, our Mythic Society and behalf of our Sanskrit University. Definitely we will with you with any kind of.
But sir, also we want to recognize our school.
Yes, yes. Yeah, definitely, sir. Definitely, I will help with our Mythic Society as well as our Sanskrit University. Really, I am very happy to in front of you speak some little bit my thoughts. Thank you, one and all. Once again, heartily congratulations. It will be success definitely. This is one of the historical national event. Thank you, sir. Thank you, one and all.
Blessings to you.
Now we'll continue our presentation session. Now I request Venerable Bodhicitta Bhanteji to give his presentation.
दरवाजा थोड़ा बंद किया तो आवाज होता रहा।
नमो तस्सा भगवतो वरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा I pay my respect to Triple Gem. I pay my respect to most respected Bhanteji, most respected Kasawa Bhanteji, and all Bhikkhu Sangha. And I welcome to all of you to today's seminar program on the occasion of 8th SMARANANJALI Death Anniversary of Dr. Acharya Buddharakkhita, our Bhanteji. So my topic is on Bhante's concept of holistic education. So first, let us know what is holistic education. So there is a quote from Bhanteji, where Bhanteji says, "Holistic education is proper upbringing, polished behaviors, cultivated manners, gracious conduct, and conciliatory attitudes irrespective of racial, ethnic, religious, cultural, or social distinction." So the holistic education is what we can say that it is the proper upbringing of the child, of a student who are going to be the future of the country, of the society. So that is what Bharabhati says in this quote. So that upbringing we have to do through the training of Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Then the next, why holistic education is important. So in this quote, Bhanteji says, a holistic moral and spiritual education will enrich the mind and infuse in education a higher value and goal, making one to look for and achieve something beyond the egocentric desire-based objective of lives. So when someone get the holistic education, moral education, together with the knowledge that he acquired throughout his study, so he becomes someone in the future for the world, that whatever he does, whatever he achieves in his life, that is not based on ego, that is not based on greed and hate and those mental defilements, selfishness. So whatever he does, or whatever he becomes, he do out of selflessness, service to the mankind. So that is why holistic education is very important. And then next is work of Bhanteji for holistic education. So when Bhanteji started Mahabodhi Society as a part and service of reviving the Buddha Sasana again in India in 1956, he came to Mahabodhi. So he started the Mahabodhi. So when he started this Sasana work, the Buddha Sasana work, he saw the need of giving modern education in the society along with the character building education imbued with holistic and moral values, guided and preached by Supreme Master Buddha. The Buddha's message and teaching is filled with moral values that not a single line of the word from the Buddha's mouth is irrelevant morally. So much moral and holistic values we have in the Buddha's teaching, which we can apply in our modern education to improve the way of upbringing of our younger generations. For that, Bhanteji started various schools and colleges all around India to provide both primary and higher educations. So at present, there are 6 schools and 1 college running under Mahabodhi, which is providing both secular and moral holistic education. So the number 1 is Mahabodhi School, Mysore, Karnataka, established in 2003. So couple of photos of Mahabodhi School, Mysore. And then Mahabodhi Dayun, Arunachal Pradesh. And then the next Mahabodhi Tawang, which is situated in Arunachal Pradesh, very remote area and part of India. And then Mahabodhi Namsai College in Arunachal Pradesh. And then the next Mahabodhi Chichingchera, which is situated at Tripura. And then Mahabodhi Suknachari, Tripura. And then Mahabodhi Kanubari, situated in Arunachal Pradesh. So these are the schools and college run by Mahabodhi to provide the holistic education. So there are various other extracurricular activities conducted, like giving dana, meditation, and training of mind, all focusing for the holistic education. So the method of training. So in the training in Buddhism are threefold, taught by the Buddha, which Mahabodhi apply for the holistic education of the precious students who are the future of nation and the society. They are, number one, sila, morality or good character. So having morality, to have morality and good character. Then number two, samadhi, meditation and development of mind. And then panya, development of wisdom. So these three methods, sila, samadhi, and panya, sila, morality, samadhi, meditation, and panya, wisdom. So the Noble Eightfold Path, which the Buddha taught in his first teaching. So in the Noble Eightfold Path is the way of living and way of development. And also it is the way of threefold this training of sila, samadhi, and panya. So with the Noble Eightfold Path, sila, which is right speech, right action, and right livelihood. So right speech, like speaking truthful, not to abuse, speaking with the mind of loving kindness. So that is right speech. And then right action, to do the right action which is beneficial to oneself and others. And then right livelihood, to live a life in a right and moral way. And then samadhi, which is right effort, right concentration, and right mindfulness. And then panya, right understanding and right thought. So this is the method of training in the Mahabodhi schools. And sila, what is this sila? Having morality and good character. Mahabodhi schools give very high importance to moral values. For this, the following 5 basic principles called Panchasila are taught. So the Panchasila are being taught, which is the basic training of all the Buddhists taught by the Buddha. So number 1 is Panatipata Veramani. It means I love all beings and refrain from harming or killing any living creature. Then number 2, Adinadana Veramani. I share and give and refrain from stealing. Then number 3, I treat everybody as brothers and sisters and respect relationships. And then number 4, I speak truth and meaningful things and refrain from speaking lies. Number 5, I create clarity of mind and refrain from consuming mind-confusing intoxicants, drugs, and smoking. So this is the basic character that are being taught in these schools. Then the samadhi, meditation and development of mind. Meditation and concentration of mind is a very important practice of Buddhists, which gives various benefits and advantages in our day-to-day life, whether we are young, old, whether we are worker or student. It has proven many mental benefits like improving focus, keeping mind fresh, active and energetic, reducing stress, anxiety and depression. It can also help the students in similar way to improve their memorizing skills, focus on study, focus on lessons, stress management during exams in their day-to-day study, and to be a good human outside the schools too. So every day schools classes start and end with 10-minute meditation. Every week there is a group meditation where all the staff and children meditate together. Meditation teachers from India and abroad are invited to conduct meditation in the campus. This way, the school offers facilities for personal, physical, emotional, social, and cultural and spiritual growth in a balanced way, which is the motto of the school: holistic education for happiness and excellence. So I will skip some points because of the time is running. So Bharabandi says that there is a need of improvement in modern education. Bharabandi says our present system of education lacks a sense of higher purpose. By introducing moral and spiritual education together with existing secular curriculum, it would be possible to greatly enhance the usefulness and worth of our present education. So our present education mostly teaches how to be a good survivor in our life, but miss to teach how to be a great human being with a heart filled with metta, karuna, mudita, upekha. So that is very important to be a good human being. That is the purpose of the holistic education, to live a life with metta, loving kindness, love all beings without any hate and discriminations, karuna, compassion, having compassion for weak, poor, uncared, and underprivileged ones. Then having mudita, sympathetic or altruistic joy, delighting in others' people well-being. Upekha, equanimity, to have a stable mind in the fluctuation of worldly natures, Attaloka Dhamma, like praise and gain, and this kind of fluctuations of worldly nature. So to have a mind which is stable. So this is very important qualities that we need to be a good human being. So at the end, again, one of the Bharabante's quote that to achieve the right goal, one has to adopt the right means. So that we must remember in our life when we are studying. So with this, I would like to conclude. May the Buddha Sasana shine in India again for the good and happiness of many. May all beings be happy and well.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Any questions, please? कोई भी कुछ नहीं पूछ रहा है क्यों? बांधे लोग, भिक्षु बांधे लोग भी पूछ सकता है
सब्जेक्ट के बारे में.
So,
in between this presentation, we have some other programs also, like the releasing books. So now I like to request Buddharakkhita Bhante to release one publications on the occasions.
To release the book, yes. The honor of releasing the book is Buddharakkhita's. उनके बारे में थोड़ा Very nice. This is Abhidhamma textbook for monks. Buddha Dhamma. Fundamentals of Buddha Dhamma. Yes, Abhidhamma studies, textbook for the monks and lay people. You can give to few. You can give here. Yes, we can show them. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. इसको देखो. हो गया. Thank you so much, Venerable Buddharakkhita ji. Venerable Buddharakkhita is from Britain and he is here for his practice and study in our monastery for 1 year already. 1 year over, Dhamma?
Yes, about to get anytime.
Soon completing 1 year here. And yes, all the best to you. Thank you for releasing this book. Now, next continuation.
Okay. Now I like to request Venerable Dhamindo Bhante to give his presentation, please.
अरे यहाँ पे क्यों उल्टे आधा क्यों आ रहा है यहाँ पे आधा क्यों आ रहा है पता नहीं नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा नमो तस्सा भगवतो अरहतो सम्मा सम्बुद्धस्सा. First of all, homage to the Bara Bhanteji and respected Kasava Bhanteji and all the Bhikkhu Bhantejis and my dear Dhamma friends, Samandaras and Anagarika and Upasaka Upasika. So today my topic is on about monastic training, a pioneering initiative of Bara Bhanteji in India. So first of all, I'm very happy and very fortunate to share my knowledge of Bara Bhanteji, so what Bara Bhanteji has done for us. So, and thanks to Buddharakkhita Bhanteji. The introduction. When Acharya Buddharakkhita Bara Bhante started Mahabodhi Monastic Institute in the year 2001 at Bangalore on the auspicious day of 2545th Buddha Jayanti celebrations, with the intention of reviving Buddha's dispensation in India, the land of its origin. Jotitu Buddha Sasanam Bhartasming Rathasming. Buddha Sasana was almost vanished in India. That is why Bara Bhante's intention was to spread Dhamma all over India by training monks. And he started monastic training center for reviving Buddha Sasana in India, the land of its origin. Nearly 300 monks are getting monastic training under MMI. There are 55 Dhamma teachers at present, including all the branches. And so some of the branches that I have mentioned here, so where properly the Dhamma, the education is getting the monastic training. So here the Namsai branch, Mahabodhi Namsai, Mahabodhi Dayun, Mahabodhi Kanubari, Mahabodhi Hyderabad, Mahabodhi Deomali, Mahabodhi Suknachari, Mahabodhi Sisingchera, and Mahabodhi Tawang. So the monks are getting trained. And then the timetable for monks. So Bara Bhanteji has laid down this rule the timetable schedule for all the his disciples, and which is we utilize here also, including all the branches. So 5 a.m. wake up and getting refreshed. 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. puja and meditation. 6:45 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. breakfast. 7:15 a.m. to 8 a.m. monastic assembly and Dhammapada class. 8 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. cleaning and decorating and study. And 8:45 a.m. morning school assembly. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. morning classes. 11:15 a.m. to 12 a.m. lunch. 12:30 a.m. to 1:45 a.m. rest. 2 p.m. to 4:15 afternoon classes. 4:15 p.m. to 5:45 p.m. tea, cleaning, games and bathing. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. evening puja and meditation. 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Gilana Pachaya juice. 7:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. studies. 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. metta chanting and instructions by wardens, and 9:30 p.m. sleeps. The Saturday afternoon is reserved for cleaning for time in the monastery and dormitories, and monks shave and wash their clothes. Sunday afternoon is free time. Program for the monks. Bhanteji has laid down that these programs. The students study the following subjects. The following courses are conducted in Mahabodhi Monastery Institute. There are 3 levels of ordination: Mahabodhi Bhikkhu Training Center, meditation programs, morning assembly, and timetable. The students study the following subjects: the Buddhist ethics and monastic discipline, Vinaya Pitaka, Sutta Pitaka, discourses of Buddha, Abhidhamma Pitaka, Buddhist philosophical psychology, the life of the Buddha and Jataka stories, comprehensive courses on Pali language, history of Pali language and literature, memorization of Pali suttas, Buddhist meditation, Buddhist social philosophy, culture and civilizations, English, Hindi and local language, general knowledge, computer science, basics science, social, Indian culture and mathematics. The following courses are conducted at Mahabodhi Monastery Institute, including all the branches. Pathama secondary school educations from class 6 to class 10 on completion of which Pali schools living certificates is awarded. Second, Pariyati Majhima equivalent to pre-university diploma course. Third, Pariyati Osana equivalent to bachelor's degree with a title of Dhamma Kosalo. Pariyati, fourth, Pariyati Pandita equivalent to master's degree with a title Dhamma Pandito. The fifth, Dhammacharya equivalent to PhD with a title of Acharya. So these are that education Bhanteji has laid down. And there are 3 levels of ordinations. Anagarika ordination, on admission, they are given anagarika ordination, and candidates will remain as anagarika for 2 to 4 years, depending on their age, and learn all the basic things in Vinaya and Dhamma. Second, Samanera ordinations, those who have complete certain level of study and discipline practice and get ordained as Samaneras. Number 3, the bhikkhu ordinations on attaining 20 years of age and completing all the basic studies and practice, monks get ordained as bhikkhu. So you can see the picture here, above Bhikkhu Bhante, and second Samanera, and third Anagarika. These are the rules for MMI. The monastic bhikkhu training center. The basic training of a bhikkhu is to follow the Vinaya and go deeper into meditation practice, which enables oneself and is to one's goal of Nibbana. Other trainings are given as per the temperament and interests of bhikkhus in certain fields, such as meditation practices, giving discourses on Buddhism, memorizations of suttas, and preaching the Dhamma, monastery management, setting up and running Buddhist institutions, etc., organizing religious events, conducting dana services and patients, counseling and humanitarian activities, Buddhist painting and artistic skills, guiding Buddhist religious and cultural programs. Meditations programs. So meditations, it's very crucial for all of us, and that is Bhanteji has laid down for us. It is also included under the monk's training. So meditation is the heart of a monk's life. Learning without practice becomes only an intellectual activity, whereas learning along with meditation helps to grow in wisdom. The monks have to spend certain amount of days every year in meditation at Mahabodhi Meditation Center or some other meditation places, and are trained under meditation teachers. Morning assembly. Every day in the morning from 7:15 a.m. to 8 a.m., all the monks assemble for discussing daily issues, works, and studies, which we used to call Dhammapada class. It's also a time to train monks to give Dhamma talk to a gathering. This program is in keeping with Buddha's advice to get together often and discuss issues concerning the monastic life and Sangha matters. The Mahabodhi Library. So Mahabodhi Library, monastic library, the short contains a good collection of books from all parts of the world, written by various well-known Buddhist scholars and writers. The monks are encouraged to study these books and to do research on Pali Canon, on the Pali Canon, Tipitaka, and other Buddhist fields, the Buddhist history, culture, civilization, tradition, etc. Mahabodhi Academic Studies. Mahabodhi Research Center is offering 1-year diploma in Theravada Buddhist Studies, 6 months certificate course in Theravada Buddhist Studies. Weekend classes on Saturday and Sunday, including meditation seminar, are provided. The Bhanteji, he is director of research center, so Bhanteji has provided everything. And lastly, the training is crucial in reviving Buddha Sasana. We shall work together to further develop MMI. Thank you. If anybody have any questions, so you may ask. Okay.
I want to ask one question on behalf of the audience and listener regarding just one question on behalf of all regarding the monastic training. So many people wants to know that when monks are get trained, how they survive, who support them, who are the supporter, how they are getting support. So just 2-3 days back, also some people came and were asking who support you, how much do you pay for your study, and how are these things are getting support. So on behalf of all of them, just to let them know, I want to ask this question, that how in the monastic training, how they are getting the support. Thank you.
Actually, so what you have asked about how we survive, how from home. Actually, the thing is from where we get the financial support to grow Buddha Sasana, or to be a Bhante, to be a monk. Individual support or monastic training. So it is depends. So see, especially if you see the India is a secular country, so it's depend. Here we have the few Buddhists when we do some things good and we become monks, and that Buddhist people used to support us, whether it's financially or any the material things, they support us. But from outside, if we see from where we get that support is when the person must come to the monastery and he must know. That is my answer, because it's not, that what is called the proper answer. So I can narrate. The thing is, the person, if he want to comes and if he wants to be Bhante, the monks, then he must come and he must experience here. So likewise, we survived ourselves and the monastery, the financially, so whatever we do, it's all depend on the upasaka, so particularly Buddhist upasaka, or also the persons who wants to get knowledge, then he must study the book and must come. That is my question. So actually not proper answer, but it is my, according to the point of view. So that was my answer. So with this I conclude. So किसका था ये?
Namo Buddhaya, everyone. My question is, we all know about our education system, but I think in our Mahabodhi, it is not enough to learn the Dhamma for our monastic institute Bangalore. For I think for Buddha Sasana, we need to learn more. Like we can see in others country, they are providing many colleges and universities. So my question is, if we need to learn more about Buddhism, so why not the Mahabodhi provide such kind of learner and practice about Buddhism, as we can practice more, practice our day-to-day life, the Buddhism, and to train some monks for our future generation. And yeah.
I think the question is, we have to, our institution has to provide
not enough.
Further education.
Yeah.
Why not provide?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Bhante. This is my guess.
Okay, so I got your answer. So Venerable Dhammananda Bhante. So things actually, as you know very well, the Buddha Sasana was earlier. So India was considered as land of Buddha, but it's totally the mid time. So it's totally the extinction from India. I mean, vanishing. So in such situation, Bhanteji has initiated to grow Buddha Sasana by training the monks. So that is why, for me, it is enough for us, because in such situation, in such country where the Buddhism is few, but we get such education, Dhamma educations and learning centers, we are only exist in India, only one place in Bangalore. So we have to be grateful, and for me, or it's enough, because learning processing is still going on only in India, and that is also in Bangalore. You cannot find such institution in India, where only you find in Bangalore. So if you see that according to the country, so it is best for me. So my answer is that. So but for But for that general knowledge, I mean the universities for the general, I mean for lay devotee, so we need first of all support from lay devotee. So then only we can do. Otherwise, it's not easy.
They can learn from research center for higher studies.
Yes,
if they want.
Bhanteji. So very happy for research center. Bhanteji.
Yes, they can
Yes,
do the
Bhanteji. We are very
diploma, they
glad,
can do
Bhante.
the
You
certificates,
have
they
provided,
can learn
Bhanteji.
even up to PhD.
Ji,
Yes.
Bhanteji.
Why we should go out?
Thank you, Bhanteji. Jivan.
Venerable Dhammananda's question. Since you have already heard and seen in presentation that this is the very pioneer institution of this monastic training program in whole of India, and it is now growing. For further Dhamma study, it is there, always there. Here, from the very beginning to class 10, क्या नाम दिया है? Pali School Living Certificate, and then a diploma, and then BA. Even if you study hard, you can do PhD here itself. This is one of the PhD research center of a very renowned university. So there is no limit of studying. Yeah, thank you. And the previous question put by our Venerable Buddharakkhita Bhanteji is that who support the monks? It is very simple. We are Parapativadha Mejivika. We are just dependent on the lay upasakas and upasikas. He who is asking this question, he or she has to support us. That is the simple answer. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, in between, another book releasing program is there. So I would like to request Maha Upasaka, great Upasaka Chaitanyaji to release one of our publication on this occasion of Varavante's SMARANANJALI program. Chaitanyaji, please come. Please come, Chaitanyaji.
Bani Rajaram, improve Bani. Together.
Yes. Dr. Rajaram, also please come along with Upasaka Chaitanyaji to release the Going Beyond Conflicts, one of the very good book written by our most beloved Bhanteji, Acharya Buddharakkhita Bhanteji, long back. Now it is reprinting this book on this occasion of SMARANANJALI.
Chaitanya Aure, Rajaram of Jate Seri, please release together. Please, my ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Rajaram wants to give some also some answer for the earlier question.
I am not supposed to speak, but I requested Bhante to give a few minutes to speak. Venerable Bhante asked how monastic life is supported. That is very important. When Bhante, Acharya Buddharakkhita Bhanteji came to Bangalore, there was no Buddhist here. No Buddhist. Nobody knew Bhante. He just came and landed here with a hut. Then he made friends with all the Gandhinagar area. Because of his personality and his talks, many people from Gandhinagar started supporting. So this is how we should, by our goodness and our teaching of Buddha, we can get support from everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Raza, for elaborating the answer of this question. Now, continuing our program, I would like to request Bhikkhu Bhatia to give his presentation.
Presentation speech.
Yeah. Presentation also. Please also say.
Not visible voice, but visible. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Buddha, the supremely enlightened. Homage to the Dhamma, his noble teaching. Homage to the Sangha, holy order of monks. Most respected Bhanteji, Kasa Bhanteji, and present here, most venerable monks, my dear Dhamma brothers, Samaneras, Anagarikas, lots of metta to you, and devout Upasakas and Upasikas, those who are present here online, many metta to all of you. You all of you have seen very beautiful and fantastic presentations. So it was very nice. If we see the life and the dedications of Bhanteji is really amazing and sufficient. Today, my topic is about literary works on Bhanteji and publications. So I'm going to share you about my experiences about the literary works and publications. When I came here, I remember here no school, no building, no university. That time all our monks used to study under the Bodhi tree, middle of the garden, on top roof of the buildings. So as I see Bhanteji tirelessly worked, and because for us he worked day and night. So now we all are able to sit together, able to do puja together, able to meditate together here, and those who are everywhere because of Bhante as a Dhamma father, as a Dhamma grandfather. He loved, he cared everybody equally as a grandfather. So I am always grateful to Bhante. If we see Bhante started publishing the books from 1954 to 2013. Bhante has written hundreds of books, many books. I can imagine 100 books. There are very beautiful books, and Bhanteji have Dhamma talks, 158 video Dhamma talks in YouTube and 58 audio Dhamma talks in YouTube. Please go and watch and listen to Dhamma talk. Your life will be changed. Badavante Badavante life also very amazing. We all of us should learn and think about again and again, because 1947, after Second World War, Badavante is seeing the quarreling, fighting, and no peace. What is the life? Badavanteji thought, what is the life? What I'm doing? What is this life? So seeing that, Badavante started to investigate the truth. He started to investigate the truth. What is the purpose of life? Is this purpose of life to fight, to quarrel, to misery in this world? Then Badavante give up the this army engineering, everything. Then he became sannyasi. He walked on the path of searching the right path. So one day Badavante found the Dhammapada books. So Dhammapada books, after finding Badavante's life change, he thought, this is my life. I got this is changed my life. Then Badavanteji, everybody celebrate Dhammapada festival as Badavanteji's birthday. Badavante's was favorite book, Dhammapada. Dhammapada books translated 1 to 7 volumes, and 8 to 9 is still pending. If we see Badavanteji's dedications and literary works, publication, this is for whom he did, for all of us. So we hear, we listen, is not enough. We have to put into practice. If we really respect Badavante, if we really pay respect, then that it will be our true respect to Badavante. Until we don't practice, we don't put into practice, we don't practice the Dhamma, we don't learn the Dhamma, then we will not respect the Badavante. So many people benefited Badavante, because when Badavante came here, no Buddhist in Bangalore, nothing. It was very empty, and who knows who Badavante? Everybody don't know. Badavante as his practically practice the Dhamma. So Dhamma protect him. Buddha says, if you protect the Dhamma, Dhamma will protect you, like that. So Badavante protected the Dhamma. So Dhamma protect Badavante, as we many people of Bangaloreans, and we all are monks, all the people in the world are benefiting because of Badavanteji. Badavanteji written many of Dhamma magazines every year. Since now, still now, Dhamma magazines publishing our Buddha Datta Bhante, Anand Bhante, Panyaloka Bhante, all are every day to day night working Dhamma activity doing. So this is really, I always grateful to them who really taught the Dhamma, and they make us beautiful life, meaningful life, to walk on the path of Dhamma and to walk on the path of liberation. I would like to conclude. Before concluding, I will share the merits with Badavante. Whatever we have done, merits today of this seminar. If we remember Badavante also, very less, really very less, because his dedications, much dedications. So I share the merits. May Badavante attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. And I would like to thank Venerable Buddhadatta Bhanteji for organizing this beautiful seminar, like international standard. Thank you, Bhante. I hope more you organize this and more get chance opportunity to us. And thank you everybody. May you all be happy and well. Sukhi hotu. Namo Buddhaya.
Maybe some questions here. Yes.
Bhante, what is your three favorite book of Bhante and what is your goal in related to Bhante?
Okay. The first is Bhikkhu Patimokkha, my favorite books of Bhante, and then Living Legacy of the Buddha, and the third is Social Justice. That is, three books are very important to me. My goal is to become a great Dhamma teacher and to revive the Buddha Sasana, and also for myself to attain Nibbana. Yes. Yes, as I will grow, I will write Dhamma books. As I will get Dhamma knowledge, I will become able, then I will write.
Any more questions? Question? नहीं है. No questions.
If you not questions, so I conclude here.
Thank you very much, Bhanteji, for his nice presenting about publications of Bhanteji. Now I would like to thank all the Bhantes, since you have presented very well and their respective topics. Now I'd like to request another Bhanteji to give the chairperson. Thank you.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the triple gem, homage at the holy feet of Bada Bhanteji, homage at the holy feet of Kasapa Bhanteji, homage to the Sangha, my dear venerable monks and had very wonderful presentations in this seminar on life, work and legacy of our Bada Bhanteji, most venerable Acharya Buddharakkhita Bhanteji, by 5 of our monks, taking up very different topics related to Bada Bhanteji. So if we see the fields of Bada Bhante's work, and today there were 5 topics like that in the life of Bada Bhanteji. We can see he has worked in so many different fields. Almost we can say every field of human life he touched. He did not leave, because according to him there were no compartments in spiritual life and daily life, no compartments between different professions and other things. The life of Dhamma should flow into the aspects of every social conditions. So in the first talk, Venerable Kumara Bhanteji explained about the establishment of Mahabodhi and its branches. Today, the number of branches have increased, but our Bada Bhante's wish, which we take it as a very great blessing order on our head, that he told there must be at least 9 branches in Karnataka, 9 branches in Maharashtra, 9 branches in Arunachal, 9 branches in Tripura, 9 in Assam, So he used to recollect these states, especially because of the importance that the Buddha Shasana work is going to play in those states. So we are still very far away from reaching his dream, but the small steps that we have taken will surely one day, with as our wonderful monks here are growing up, they will become great teachers, Dhamma teachers, very good Dhamma practitioners. And when more and more monks become, then surely the number of branches will increase. It is out of compassion. It is not about Mahabodhi and its branches number to count the number, but out of compassion to reach out to more and more people. Will you do that, dear monks? Yeah, thank you. And Kumara Bhanteji showed with nice pictures all the branches and activities. And Dhammadatta Bhanteji explained about humanitarian services, compassion in action. This was very close to Bhante, and that is one of the ways how he started getting support also, because when he came here, as our Dr. Rajaram said, he did not know anybody, not even one person, no money, nothing. So how to go about? He started teaching and practicing what he learned and practiced. That is compassion and wisdom. He started with this hospital dana services, serving the sick people, poor people, with whatever small means he had. He started with that. And one by one, he started teaching the Dhamma. And by the goodness of his own life, he was able to convince people, attract people, and they started supporting. Today we have so many people who are supporting us, giving dana. Every day almost we have Sangha danas, weekly at least 3 or 4. So it has increased and people have supported to develop and expand. And as the teachings of Buddha and blessings of Bhante reached around the world, we also received support from Switzerland, Monica Ma, and so many people in Europe, America, apart from our Indian devotees. That is how it got expanded, the humanitarian services. This year, last 2, 3, 4 months, we did 150 relief programs, COVID relief programs. Very, very extensive relief programs reaching to thousands of people. So that is all the power, the blessings of Bhanteji that he has put, that it is part of our spiritual practice also, practice of our compassion. When we say compassion and metta, how to practice it? In the mind we are practicing, in the speech, in the body, kaya, vacha, manasa. So that is how we put that practice. And Dhammadatta Bhanteji made a very beautiful presentation. And then holistic education, our Bodhichitta Bhanteji made a holistic education presentation, a very nice presentation, which gave a very clear, broad idea about what Bhanteji visualized. And he had the clear idea about education. That's why he always said just normal education is not enough. Normal education has brought enough dukkha also in this world. Unless it is guided and accompanied by fundamental moral education. the education can become dangerous also. So we have to take that very important lesson. And Bada Bhanteji worked for the state government here in formulating moral education syllabus and the program which was implemented around in the state of Karnataka. So that time, how the moral education should be presented to the children. And based on Bada Bhante's holistic education, our schools and hostels are being run. Then monastic training program, that is very, very unique program in India, and with our Mahabodhi Monastic Institute running so many monasteries. And Dhamindo Bhanteji presented very nicely the programs and how the stage by stage education is taken to the higher levels. And also there was there were questions about support, and so the Buddha has given us Dhamma, and if we follow the Dhamma, the support will come. And the lay people, if we are presenting Dhamma, then lay people will surely support us. And the higher and higher education, now in Mahabodhi Research Center, this year 5 candidates have taken PhD admission. So there is no limit for education. So monastic education can go on, and ultimate degrees are our real realization. Sotapanna, to become enlightened Sotapanna, Sagadagami, Anagami, Arahant. These are achievement, the ultimate achievements which we are aiming. Then literary works, our Badya Bhanteji mentioned 1 or 2 books, Bada Bhante's books. So Bada Bhante's literature, more than 100 books. You can get some of them online and some mostly in our Buddhist shop here. Bada Bhante's was such a unique writer, we can say. He was able to do 100 works. He used to attend to some hospital issue. He will attend to a monk's issue, even small young monk has any problem, he will attend to that. And some visitors will just barge in and disturb and try to talk, and so he will manage that also. With all that, any moment he can drop that other issue and he will just start his dictation. And somebody will come in between and again talk and this and that, and he dispose them. And he will pick up the thread exactly where he has stopped, and he will start again continuing his dictation. This amazing ability we have not seen anywhere, probably, at least I have not seen, how he was able to pick up the issues, deal with them, drop them, again pick up another issue, totally fresh, totally committed, totally mindful, totally involved with that issue. So because of this ability, he has written hundreds or maybe thousands of articles, which we are trying to compile. More than 20 years, he brought out a magazine called Swayam Sahaya, which included spiritual as well as other aspects of life, more focused on other aspects of life, society, daily life, family, sometimes politics, society, social issues, country issues, international, all those, how the Dhamma is related. And then since 1972 till now, this Dhamma magazine, Dhamma, the title itself is Dhamma. It contains mainly the Dhamma articles. Thousands of articles he has written. and over 150 books. We have at least 70 books available now. Fortunately, we could record in his last days video talks. There are about 65, 70 video talks and 90 audio talks. And we have brought out 90 of his talks in the form of 3 big books collections. And most important of all was his respect for Tripitaka, Pali language and literature. So he translated so many suttas from Pali to English, and then he started Pali to Kannada Tripitaka project. And under that project, we have published 31 books with original Pali and Kannada. And he used to sit, and our Rajaram, Dr. Rajaram is here, and our Srinivas Murthy, J. Srinivas Murthy and others. They used to translate into Kannada, and they have to read, and then Bhante will listen, and then he will correct. He can feel the language, though he may not be able to speak fluently, but the words, especially the spiritual words, he was very specific, and he used to correct even in Kannada. So that was his ability with languages. Then he started Telugu Tripitaka project. Now over 15, 16 books have come. So Bhante's literature is very great. Today we have brought out 2 of his books. One is Dhammadhara. He wrote textbook for our monastic institute, mainly Abhidhamma textbook and going beyond conflicts. And we are happy that we are publishing 100 books in the name of his 100th birthday centenary year this year. So now already we have crossed 20 books, and these books we are dedicating. This book is dedicated to some of our monks who lost their parents. We have dedicated in their names. This book is dedicated in late Upasaka Chao Sunalit Manpai, father of Anagarika Silaguna. Silaguna is here? And this is dedicated to Venerable Anagarika Dharmapala, because his birthday was there just last week. So we celebrated Anagarika Dharmapala's birthday. So we also dedicate this book. So with this we will conclude. It was a wonderful seminar. Thank you very much, Buddhadatta Bhanteji, for organizing this with your team. Sharat Kumar is here, Upasaka Sharat Kumar, manager of Buddhist Research Center. And we are also grateful to Dr. Kotresh, who registrar of Sanskrit Karnataka Sanskrit University, who came and he also gave he was chief guest. And yes, of course, big thanks to all the 5 monks who have presented 4 monks presented the papers, and 1 monk gave very nice speech. And thank you very much, Panyaloka Bhanteji, for moderating, and of course all the people who have participated, for one and all here. To the presenter, Research Center. Oh, I thought we are going to conclude, but our director said that we have to felicitate the 5 presenters who took such great pain to prepare their presentation. So I request Panyaloka Bhanteji to give them presents on behalf of all the monks and devotees here. We are so happy. Thank you very much, venerable monks. I request Kumara Bhanteji to receive हाँ ऐसा है क्या? Yes, continue.
So here we conclude this beautiful seminar on the life, work and legacy of Bada Bhanteji. Now I request the director of Mahabodhi Research Center, Venerable Buddharakkhita Bhante, to present a small token of gift, first to Venerable Panya Loka Bhante. Yeah, first to Venerable Panya Loka Bhante. To Venerable Kumara Bhante for presenting a beautiful presentation on Mahabodhi and its centers. Sadhu, sadhu. To Venerable Dhammadatta Bhante, who spoke about the hospital service and medical programs. To Venerable Ananda Bhante, who concluded very nicely the covering all the topics and giving extra lights on the work, life and legacy of Bada Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To Venerable Damindo Bhante, who presented about Mahabodhi Monastic Institute. May I request Buddhadatta Bhante to present. Sadhu, sadhu. To Venerable Bodhicitta Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu. And Venerable Bhadia Bhante. To Venerable Vaseto Bhante. And Venerable Buddharakkhita Bhanteji is not here. So I request Venerable Panya Sara Bhante to accept on behalf of Buddharakkhita Bhanteji. So thank you once again, Venerable Buddhadatta Bhante, the director of Mahabodhi Research Center. The last gift, may I request Venerable Panya Loka Bhante to express our deepest gratitude to conduct this and present this small token of gift to Venerable Buddhadatta Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. A very big sadhu Bhante for this beautiful program. So now with the permission of yours, I request that we conclude this program with the blessing. Thank you once again.
Mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada soti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada soti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangal rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada soti bhavantu te sadhu.